So it's me, your little boy, K Samson. So I have this word to give us. Before you desire to get married, think about this. What have you laid down in your single word, in your single days? That is why a lot of people are regretting today. Let me just be real with you. Yes, there's something that I tell one of my friends. We were working. There is an elder man, 62 years, who is also working with us, but they don't pay him. He's working like what? Free. You know what I mean? I can't mention that word now because I don't know whether it's against you to someone who work free without payment. You know what I'm saying? So what am I trying to say is this. When I look at him, I said, my friend, do you like to have this type of life? He looked at me, he looked at the man. He said, no, it's my okay. Sometimes many of us don't want to use our single life, our single days to do what is necessary. We just want to be sleeping. We just want to be lazy. We just want to be hanging around, drinking, wasting our time. When we know that our single days, that our single time is a time for us to do or to cut the tree, to plant the tree, to maintain the tree, to put union on the tree. And in our old age is an age in which the tree you planted, you harvest, you maintain, you water. Your old age is the age where you are going to go there and plug it. Let me tell you something. This house that I'm living now, the landlord that the owner of this house, let me say one, two, three, four apartments with what with under he have more than 4 shop or 5 shop that work inside, and the up also he have one office which they rent out. So think about it. Every day now this man is retired, but every month we pay. If we calculate the money we pay in this place, it's more than 10,000 euro he collect every month. Let me say, if it's not up to like that, let me say 5 to 6 he collect every month. So think about it. If the man was not able to lay this foundation in his old age, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you need to do like him, but lay something. Because whenever I see our youth, mostly our youth today, whenever I see them, spending money on necessary things, buying Gucci. There's one of my friend who tell me something. He says something, you don't buy clothes. Mostly when I do used to work in a place where, in a dustbin place. So some Italy people will do it. They will dash us clothes. I will carry it, wash it, wear it. Some of my friends will say, Samson, you don't like to spend money on buying clothes. Can't you know that if you buy markers, you buy Adidas? I tell them I don't even know how to spell Adidas. I don't even know what they call Adidas, and I don't care to know Adidas. Why? Because sometimes many of us prefer to do or to look good in this particular what single days, in this particular age, rather than to secure our future. I'm not saying to look good is bad. No, it is good for you to look good. It is good for you to look nice. But what are you saving? That really matter. There was also a man that I met where I worked last year in restaurant. So I asked the man, what happened? Why are you here? Why are you working free and they thought they are not paying you, and only just you work 24 hours only for you to feed yourself? What is going on? Where is your family? He said, Samson, be careful. The man started to advise me, say, now that you are young, work hard. Don't go to club. Don't carry women. Work hard, save your money, do something in your own country, that a day will come where you will be like me. You will decide to go back to your country. I look at him. See, that is the mistake I have made. So what am I trying to say is this? Why am I trying to say this? You that is rushing into relationship, you that is rushing into marriage, you that is rushing into engagement, not that rushing into marriage is not good, though. Not that rushing into relationship is not good, but what have you laid down in this your single time? This time that you are single, what have you laid down? I tell one of my friends, I said, now look at it. We are now alone. We don't have too much expenses. We are not yet married. There is no kid. What if peradventure tomorrow we get married, whereby we are going to pay our children's school fees, we are going to pay light bill, we are going to pay our own light bill, we are going to pay student, we are going to pay for clothes, we are going to pay for food. What do you think will be the outcome? It was shock. Why am I saying this, brothers? You that is looking, you that is rushing into relationship, but ask yourself one question: what have you laid down in this your single age? That is why a lot of marriages are crashing today. Yes, believe me, that is why a lot of marriages are crashing today. That is why we have a lot of divorces. Some people say the man is not respecting me, the woman is not respecting me. But the truth, what they will never tell you, is that they are tired of living a life that they ought to live in their single life, in their single age. Why? Because many of them, what they're supposed to put in place in their single time, that is what now they are putting in place in their in a marriage time. Because that thing that you're supposed to feast, yes, I don't have children now. Okay, let me try it by all means to build a house. I don't have children now. Let me try it by all means to feast some certain things. Let me try by all means to have an investment that when I get married, yes, if I am working, yes, the money will be flowing from this angle, money will be coming from this angle. So this angle will be my service. Why these ones will be my expenditure, what I'll be using to take care of my family. Then my wife can have something that she is doing. So with this one, I can be able to be managing to do or to supply either our food, the payment, the school fees, the this, the that. But today, many of us don't have this mindset. I tell one of my friends, I said, to rush into marriage is very sweet. But what have you kept to sustain that marriage? Yes. Because many of us thought that marriage is sweet, which is good, is sweet. When the Bible said, he that findeth a wife, findeth a good, the Bible did not say he that findeth a boy, he that findeth a girl. It said he that findeth a wife. That means you being a boy does not qualify you as a man. You being a guy you being even a man does not qualify. It take you maturity. It's not by age to get married. It's not by tall. It's not how your maturity is what qualified you as a husband. Yes, let me tell you, many people up there are fathers. Many people up there are mothers, but few are husband. Few are wife. Why do I say so? Because today you can decide to pregnant a woman. The next thing you become a father. But that does not qualify you as a husband. Husband simply means what? Maturity, provider, and protector. So what am I trying to say is this. What have you laid down in your single days? It's very important. That's why a lot of people are telling me, I didn't come into this man. I was not prepared like this. I didn't thought this is how it's going to be. Because some people will look good in their single time, but they are broke. That's why some women now, whenever they see people who look good, who dress Gucci, who dress nice, they don't know that they're dressed well, but they're upset. Their upset are empty. Even some women. That's why sometimes some men are tired up there. But they won't tell you because they look at the beauty of a woman. They just look at her and say, this is a wife material, not knowing that they are getting into with liability. not knowing that they are pushing themselves to involve with liabilities. So my brothers, my sisters, it's not too late. What have you laid? What are you laying down in this your single time? It's very necessary. Lay something down, project something, invest in something, upgrade your brain. Even if you don't have money, even if you don't have something to upgrade, if you marry that man, what will that man meet in your hand? What will that woman meet in your hand? That is what matter. It's not about how you look. It's not about you look good. You look nice. You look so amazing. You look so beautiful. But what matter is this? What is that in your hand? When God met Moses, there is something he found. He said to Moses, what is that in your hand? You as a man, you as a woman, what is that thing in your hand that you are going to use to protect the woman that God is giving to you? Because the Bible says, you as a man, you as a woman, if you are not able to provide for your family, you are worse than the devil himself. I'm not saying you need to have all, but what are you laying down? It's very necessary. I know that you may not like this message, but all I'm telling you, if you refuse to hustle, if you refuse to invest, if you refuse to invest or hustle in your youth age, in this your particular age, you will start to hustle when you're supposed to be resting. Just believe me, it's not a curse. That is just the fact. That is why we see a lot of elders today now who are what gate man up there. Not that it's bad, but there is time for everything. You know what I'm saying? So remember next, think twice, invest something, upgrade, go up there and learn something, hustle. May God bless you. Remember blessed.